These 6 Playboy secrets will change how girls perceive you and allow you to be the confident man that gets any girl he desires, starting with a huge mistake you need to avoid. Last week I went on a date with a girl on a Wednesday night for some drinks, so I was expecting to have a couple and then head home pretty early. So around 12:30 I talked to her about coming back to my place, she agreed, it all sounded good, and when she was off at the bathroom, she met some of her friends from high school who invited us to go out partying with them. Now deep down my intuition told me to go home at this point, but I also didn't want to kill the vibe and we were already having a really good time, so I was like, why not? We can have some fun, go for a couple more drinks, hopefully nothing too crazy. And this lasted until 4 a.m. and I really didn't want to be there at this point. Now, the lesson here is you need to follow your intuition because at 4 a.m. she ended up having to go home. It ended up falling through anyway, and I just partied for an extra 3-4 hours for no reason because the only reason I was out partying was to hang out with her. It was initially a date. So if I follow my intuition and said, well, I am going to go home now, you can either go out and party with them or you can come with me. Either way, it's fine. That would have been the right move to make in that moment, but I decided to just go along with the flow. And what you really got to do is you got to follow your intuition and you got to be very calm and say what you want. You need to just make a decision and stick to it. And that's going to be the best thing for you in the long run. And the previous lesson will be 10 times more powerful if you develop this. When I was younger, I would literally fantasize about a girl who I had never spoken to in real life, but just saw at my school. And I thought we would be dating and she would be my girlfriend. And then this wouldn't happen and this would repeat time and time again. So this is the opposite of what you want to do. And what you want to do is be very close to reality, developing a mindset of extreme realism, not letting your emotions or your fantasies cloud your judgment. And this is going to make your intuition and the decisions that you make 10 times more powerful. You're going to know when a girl is wasting your time or if she's going to come home with you when you ask her. And this is only something that you can develop with experience. So you need to be out there talking to a bunch of girls, dealing with rejections, getting right to the finish line and then having it fall through last second. This is the only way you're going to develop that level of intuition and realism that's going to serve you so well. And boys, if you want my Playboy secrets that I cannot share on YouTube because they will get me banned, I'm going to link that in the first link in the description below. It's completely free, and I just want to help you boys out and give you those. And now, once you get a girl to come home with you, this is absolutely essential if you want to keep her. So 3 years ago, I was on NoFap for 4 months, and I didn't have any sex. And then I got a girl who came home with me, and literally, after putting it in the first time, I came instantly. And as you can imagine, this girl didn't want to see me again, and this didn't go over well. But most recently in Norway, one of the girls who I'd gotten with, the first girl I'd been with, I made sure that the performance was on point. I didn't focus on coming, I didn't really focus on myself too much, but I focused on making the experience pleasurable for both of us. And this girl is someone who I've seen now multiple times because I focused on keeping my performance dialed in. This is so essential. If your performance isn't there, if you don't know what you're doing in the bedroom, or if you're only lasting a couple seconds, girls are not going to want to see you again. They really want to have a fun time. They want someone who can be good in bed, so you have to cultivate that experience. Maybe you need to make a couple mistakes early on in order to learn, but that's all right. It's not the end of the world if you mess up once or twice, but you really want to develop performance over time. Now, if you want to get the hottest girls, you need to hear this. So over the last 3 years, I've done monk mode a couple of times, and during these periods, I'll not focus on girls, and I'll focus on business or developing some skill set. And during these times, I feel like I lose my edge a little bit with girls, where I'm a little bit less smooth. Maybe I don't go in for the kiss at the right time or not at all. Maybe I'm a little bit less physical. My communication's pretty much on point at all times, but it's like the little things that you might lose. And what I've noticed when I'm in Scandinavia, every single time over the last 3 years, I've been here 3 times for multiple months, is I'm always talking to girls. No matter what, every week I'm at the clubs meeting them, I'm on Tinder, I'm going on dates, I'm seeing friends with benefits that I have, and I become a very smooth operator. You just become so comfortable with girls, and your game elevates to a new level. And this is why I believe that you need to be hanging out with girls all the time. You always need to be seeing girls, you always need to be dating, and if you don't, it's going to be detrimental for you. And if you let this go on for too long, you're going to lose a lot of those skills that you will have picked up on and developed and made you able to get the hottest girls out there, because it is competitive for the hottest ones. And when I'm on my sharpest, most best game is when I get those hottest girls. And next, there's something that will make you an unstoppable beast. So this past Saturday, the girl I've been seeing texted me that she was gonna go home alone tonight with an excuse why. And the moment I read that, I accepted that I may never see this girl again. This could be over. And I just moved on. I didn't make a big deal out of it. And I was already talking to a girl at the club, and I just decided to take things further with her and ended up bringing her home instead. If you accept and you stay in the mindset that you may lose everything at any moment and you don't make a big deal out of any setbacks, anything that doesn't go your way, and you stay fiercely realistic, you are going to be in such a good position for success. So you need to cultivate that mindset and be prepared to lose anything at any moment. And lastly, a lot of guys are scared of what girls think of them, but this will flip the power dynamic for you. So this Saturday, I bumped into a girl at the bar, and we instantly started talking and just vibing, but I really wasn't trying too hard to impress her. She was more impressed by me, and I was just kind of going along with the flow. She ended up kind of dragging me around the club. We were just dancing a little bit. We kissed, but I had her buy me a drink, and it wasn't like I was trying too hard. I was just messing around with her. It wasn't too serious. I wasn't trying to get with her too hard. And then when I asked her to come home with me at 2 a.m., like an hour and a half before the club closes, she just complied and she went along with it. See, if you don't care too much, it allows the girl to chase you a little bit and allows her to put in some effort, because every guy is usually chasing every girl. And if you should notice that a girl likes you right off the bat, you can play a little bit hard to get, and this is really going to help you be the one that the girl chases, seeing yourself as the prize. And this will flip the power dynamic completely. But it's really important that the girl already likes you. If you don't try too hard with a girl who's on edge, it's not going to always work. So there's certain aspects of this that can be applied universally, and others that you have to take with a grain of salt, depending on the situation that you're in. And once again, boys, if you want my Playboy secrets that I cannot share on YouTube, that is going to be the first link in the description. You can grab that now for free.